Alright, what up everybody? How's it going? On a little late today, but good excuse. Made a video. Actually did make a big video yesterday, but didn't like it. So I scrapped it. Talking about the temple how-to video. It's just too much. Talking about things that I haven't done and stuff. I'm gonna have to stick to my guns, only about the snaking strap. But actually, since I made that video, or attempted to, you guys are gonna find this funny. I actually messed up. I'm putting my rooms down. Screwed it up, yeah. I'm Radial says, I got an Older's Legacy and it's hella juice. Can you help carry it? Carry it? I don't know about that, but I haven't even ran one of those before. I don't even know how to run them. Heard you mention Titan Twisters. Now I'm intrigued. Yeah, that was way back in 0.3. We were talking about that. I theory crafted something sort of like that. It was well, that was back when Constricting Command was meta. Yeah, it was like a war cry, coming calamity, Constricting Command build. It would have been pretty bad. I mean, the damage was way less than Deadeye, but like it could even kill things with Whirling Slash and stuff. But that, again, that's a pre-nerf coming calamity. After the coming calamity nerf, that really left a sour taste in my mouth for something like that. Yeah, it was more like a hybrid Whirling Slash Twister build at that point. Anyway, I had to loot my temple purposely here because I ran out of rooms. I've actually already reconnected this several times. I keep getting super unlucky and it keeps destabilizing rooms over here and not over here where I could like rebuild it. But anyway, it doesn't matter, and just keep trying over and over. Why aren't you playing Abyssal Lich? I don't want to.
Nothing's where it ought to be. Weapon of a storm.
Make it sound like that. That is. What do you think? It's the best ascendancy for Twister or something? I'm pretty sure the best ascendancy for Twister is Gemling Legionnaire, actually, but in the end game. So that's the one I'm going to play. Nice, I actually need that. Golem works. I'm not going to play this league, though. The PoE 1's around the corner, probably going to do that, and then I'll reserve my fun time with Gemling, Twister, for the reset, which will be, I don't know, sometime in August or something.
You reek of stupidity.
Can you build? How do you move and cast Twister? If I have to stop. How do I move? Well, my attack speed and cast speed's very high. That's it. As simple as that. Oh, where am I going? Like, my character has to stop to do that. Do I have a guide on crafting new gloves? No. No, I would try to fracture either rarity or attack speed. Get the prefixes done the hard way. And then the suffixes would be easy. Pretty easy because you could force the crafted mod on there. And then you only have to like... Well, I suppose you would either whittle or desecrate the last mod. If you can get the 3 prefixes done clean, then it would be pretty easy to do. Yeah. Although desecrating in the suffix is freaking annoying. There's a bunch of other random suffixes that are like desecrate specific mods, it always selects. Could try just whittling the suffix in, I guess. But actually, that's not going to work because both of them are really low. Even if you get like attack speed first. Or wait, you have to wait. What? Hold on. What? I forgot what. Yeah. You can't whittle suffixes in. They're both too low. Well. No, actually you could. No, wait, you could because you can just keep putting that crafted mod on over and over. Yeah, actually I suppose whittling the last suffix in would probably be kind of smart. I don't know though, like I would probably only do that if it was for rarity. Because you'd use Greater Chaos for rarity whittle. Increase the tier already. Yeah, I don't know. There's a few different things you could do. Yeah, maybe you do 2 prefix like if you fracture attack speed and then do 2 prefixes clean and then desecrate the 3rd prefix and then whittle suffixes. Although, I mean, tier 1 flat energy shield. Tier 1 flat energy shield and evasion is like really low. It's like high level 46 or something. It's gonna make whittling at the end really annoying. But yeah, if you're dead set on those 3 specific prefixes, you kind of got to do them first.
You defile this place.
Oh, I forgot to put the Nightbot command in there. Oops. Hold on. Whoops. Let's get that in there. Yeah, it's not even the right video. That'd be an old video. Okay. There it is. This pair of gloves I got. I bought a pair of gloves off trade that had all 3 prefixes totally done. And I actually YOLO Val infused it myself just because I was like, I'm just going to put 30% quality on my boots, gloves, and body armor, and I don't care if it, you know, if it risks bricking it, and pulled it off on this one, so I was like, alright. I ended up having to pay. It still ended up costing me like 700 divines to finish them though, because the suffixes are freaking aids to hit. I got really unlucky with desecrations. Trying to desecrate rarity in took me like, I don't know, 30 attempts or something. And then hitting attack speed also took me like, hitting attack speed I think took me like 40 annuls, 40 suffix annuls, hitting attack speed or rarity, which, I mean, that was just brutal. Not as brutal as the ring. The worst RNG I've seen in all League was trying to hit tier 1 or tier 2 flat lightning with a prefix. I spent about 1,200 divines trying to hit 1 modifier with catalysted waitings. And being willing to settle for tier 2. Now, I hit the mod 4 times, but I failed the 50-50. I even hit tier 1 flat fire, which was alternatively fine, and failed the 50-50 twice on that as well. So it took me like 6 or 7 attempts to win the 50-50 to keep the 40% quality on it. Absolutely. I got freaking erased by that RNG. I couldn't believe it. But I have gotten a lot of gear done lately. Turn around min-maxed all my resistances really well. The only thing different from what I have in the guide is I don't have a mirror tier spear, but basically I'm next best thing. And then I don't have all res as suffix on the amulet. I'm just playing around with scuffed res, but I always steal headhunter buffs anyway, so I don't really care. I don't even think it matters. It's such common headhunter buffs. The resistances. Might as well just go rarity instead, because I randomly slammed in rarity when I crafted that amulet. You know, catalysted a res and slammed in rarity. Like, all right, that happened pretty quick. I got very lucky on the amulet. The amulet. I barely spent anything on it. Between flat and prog damage, which is good. Is there any point in using stag idol and a helmet for fork? No, fork doesn't do anything for this build. Fork and pierce don't mean anything. Twister overrides. Its functions just override. It pierces everything. Flat and prog damage, I don't know what you mean. Generally speaking, flat is better. He doesn't read YouTube chat? No, I definitely read YouTube chat. You haven't said anything that warrants a response. Oh my god. I got wrecked. The fuck? That's so annoying, dude. Where's my freaking armory? Give me an armory already. Why do I never get armory? I haven't got armor in ages. Pretty unlucky rebuilding this.
Whoa, keep still this place. Wind howls.
What happened to my temple? I didn't get enough room medallions like several runs in a row. And I carelessly went about it wrong. Like I threw down some spy master I threw down some spy master rooms when I could have re-rolled the room cards and just like I don't know what I was doing. I think it was like an unnecessary slip up, actually, because like, as always, right after I had to commit to the loop, I immediately got like 6 medallions the following run and like 5 the following after that. And it was just, of course, the RNG swung back. But it's okay because I actually wanted to switch my layout slightly to what I actually have suggested in the guide, because I think the corruption chambers are actually overrated. Are you planning to release an updated temple video? Yeah, I recorded a huge video yesterday, but I didn't like it, so I didn't finish editing it and posting it. I don't know, I'm gonna try to do something again a little different. I tried to make it like an all-encompassing full temple guide for like all 3 major strats, like Atsiri farming and temple currency, device farming, as well as raw loot farming and I don't know, I just didn't really feel that comfortable making it about strats I've never even done and stuff. Oh, armory medallion, holy shit. You don't say.
Your challenge.
Good.
Best of the best.
I still have a garrison, so I'll probably progress that down.
Perhaps you will be your most active self.
Oh. Ho, ho, ho.
Bring it on.
Yeah, so I know I said I was gonna make a temple video, but I don't know what to say. Sometimes you have, you know, I put in a huge amount of effort on it, like a ton of hours devoted to theory crafting it. We even messed with it on stream yesterday. I showed you guys the layout, everything, highly structured video, and I still just didn't like it. Just didn't like the way it turned out. It's very hard to make like long form full guide videos on anything. And to make it like good.
You defile this place.
To be like, you know, concise and thorough at the same time, and not yap and not miss anything at the same time. Like, it's just, this video is so hard to make with the same level of quality as, like, you know, the video I made. Like the video I just made today, that's easy to make because it's like, it's finite enough that like you don't get lost in the weeds with it. It's easy to follow along with something like that, just something that's very hyper specific tech related.
The wind howls. This medallion's rather beautiful.
I really love your crafting videos. Well, really? I thought my crafting videos were one of my weak points. I guess if I actually show the craft.
A clean kill.
So if he doesn't read YouTube messages, anyone here know the answer? I think you guys don't. I think you guys have volume turned off on the YouTube streams. That's what I think. Big old conspiracy. What in the world are you guys looking at? I've been reading them the whole time. The same rule apply when running twisters on Oracle? Like, you're talking about the AoE video? Yeah. You might go about it getting your AoE a slightly different way on Oracle, because you're not on the right-hand side of the tree, but... Can you please elaborate on corruption chambers being overrated? Yeah, I just noticed I'm basically just kind of tracking, you know, Chaos Orbs, Divine Orbs, things like that, and I don't really notice a huge difference between how many I'm getting, whether, you know, I got like 3 Corruption Chambers or 1 or even 0. And the Corruption Chambers are really bad rooms as far as like the loot they drop themselves. There's no device that I can use. If I do Corruption Chamber, Thaumaturge, Corruption Chamber, that's way worse than like Smithy, Golem Work, Smithy in terms of like... Smithies end up just... Smithies have forced rare spawns on them, and they produce more or less. So it's just an issue of like... Oh yeah, and you get a bunch of Val currencies that way. So you're kind of like... You're doing a 2-in-1 farm. You're farming temple currencies while doing raw currency as well. Like, I actually think Tier 3 Smithy is probably the best room in the game for raw loot, just like for the actual drops. Except for maybe Spymaster, where you can only get one of those. Tier 3 Commanders are okay, but Smithy is definitely better than Tier 3 Commander. A little bit, as well as Tier 3 Barracks. And I I do apart from salvo. I can't find the reason. You smash twister button actually? No. It's because I have a lot of frenzy charges. I got reduced chances for charges to be consumed when using them, so a lot of frenzy charges with barrage. Plus salvo, of course. Oh, good. Actually, I had some good cards here. Wait, I can actually connect this. Holy shit. Yep. Alright. It's YOLO time again. There we go. That. Okay, so this will destabilize a random room between here and here. This is the 4th time I'm doing this. The first time it deleted rooms here, second time it deleted rooms here, third time it deleted rooms here. So I'm hoping one time ever it deletes some rooms over here, and then I'll let it ride out and, you know, actually rebuild it from there. I also need to reconnect this with a new layout, but that's fine. I can't... I can technically do that in the meantime, but it's not gonna go over so well if I get that, if I try to do that before I finish this first part.
You have made a grave mistake.
Corruption chamber, I actually need that to hit these. Oh, that's assuming this one disappears. I don't know why it's still alive.
That was almost a challenge. The eye of the storm.
No, it's not rarity, it's increased chance for rare monsters. So like if you have like 200% increased chance for rares to have additional modifier, that's what the corruption chambers do. Then you'll have rare monsters of 2 additional modifiers. Assuming that they can. Oh, I thought that was a gold amulet. Whoops. Anyway, it might be better than I'm thinking, but I'm just not noticing a big difference in the loot. This is kind of a weird temple meta dynamic where it looks like there's kind of a shift from away from like trying to boost up the quality of the rooms, the stats on the room, like a shift away from focusing on room stats towards focusing more on what the room gives you in terms of like the monsters that it naturally spawns and the rewards that it naturally gives. As well as like, you know, the fact that like tier 3 commanders give you room card medallions and you actually need a lot of those. But smithies also give room card medallions, just much lower weighting. Oh, each one should give 100 rarity roll. I see what you're saying. So you're reading deeper into it. Okay.
Wait.
Sure. Shit, don't go in there. I want to despawn that. Okay, I'm gonna need something more than just armories and generators. I need garrisons and commanders for what's about to happen. Oh shit. You know what I'm saying?
You
Know what I'm
freak of
saying?
stupidity!
You defile this place.
Right after posting that video, I've been told about this before, but it didn't really sink in. Yeah, there's a lineage gem called Varana's Siege, which is like obviously a lot better than just straight up magnified area effect, unless you really need that extra 10% increase AoE, but I actually don't because I was 5% over the cap of what I needed. And so all I needed to do was switch the gem, and then I would be 5% under cap, and then just take one more 6% node, AoE node, for which there was one more to be taken. This one right here. So just take another one of these, get 20% more damage, single target, and take one more passive node. So I dropped yet one more 12% increased evasion and shield node. It's like whatever. For 20% more damage, single target, I think I'll do that. It's not even just single target. That's clear too in many cases because you know there are usually not more than one monster standing at a given moment. So generally speaking, monsters are always isolated, quote unquote. What do we got here? 2 chaos. Wait, it's not even. Whoa. Not even channel. What does somebody even want that? They just make a rare scepter there. Question in the chat. My meta diamond took off 19 res. Excessive cost. I can't even afford. What do you mean the only way? The only way to fix that is to get another gem. Or get another jewel. You know, that has like 5 or 6 minus max.
You reek of stupidity!
Are you trolling me right now? Bro, what? Yeah, don't buy one with 19%. What the hell? That's like losing an entire all-res, tier 1 all-res roll on gear. You don't do that. Maybe on like the very beginning league start you would do that, but that's about it. Just to access it. When they're like crazy overpriced. Please be room down. Generator again? Come on. Thought I said Garrett's on. Alright, moment of truth. Please don't fuck me. Oh my god, it fucked me again. Damn it. I can't reconnect it. No. No, why couldn't I get a Garrison? That's so bad. I'm so sick of this. 4 out of 4 times. It can't even get up here. I can't even get it up here, which is crazy. What in this happening? Why does that keep happening to me? It's so bad we can't connect because it's just going to start peeling off. It'd be fine if they gave me 1 Garrison. I don't know. Maybe get lucky in a hold and give me a Garrison next round. This will probably hold. This right here. This side will, but this side's gonna. I mean, this guy. I could lose like 4 or 5 rooms in a row here in one round, potentially.
The eye of the storm. Come on.
What is my twister duration? It's like 6 seconds, I think. I've since sacrificed twister duration a fair bit. Or, sorry, 5 seconds. 4.89.
Reek of stupidity.
Yeah, I don't typically like to go under 5 or 6 seconds. 5 especially, but... it's alright.
Soil her glory.
That generally had more to do with, like... in the past, had more to do with mana leech and life leech kicking in at all times. But now we don't need mana leech and we get ghost dance instead, so 13 seconds on Titan. Alright.
You have made a great mistake.
I didn't know anybody played Titan Twister. I only talked about it a fair bit back in the end of 0.3, but I didn't think anyone... I mean, I know a couple people were experimenting with it back then, maybe in 0.4 too, but I didn't think anybody played it this time. My question is, what won't die in under 2 seconds? It has more to do with eliminating that brief moment where you have no twisters active, because that's when you're, you know, actually very vulnerable in a map. It has more to do with that than like, oh, you can't straight up kill an enemy immediately. Oh, this might be money. Nope. AoE is also easier to get. No, I don't think that's true. I mean, you can get 40% increased skill effect duration on boot mod. You can't get anything like that in the game, AoE wise. AoE is weighted worse than skill effect duration. You can tell that just looking at the passive tree. Unless you're like factoring that in to your comment. Twice have also had the sacrificial chamber spawn when I was one room away from being able to connect. I've had that happen twice now. Also. That way I can control demolition it. But never lucky though.
A relic worth keeping.
Am I gonna play the PoE 1 League? Yeah, I'm planning to. I don't think I'm gonna take it super serious. Maybe 2 or 3 weeks of it or something. Like, I'll probably skip out and get back into like racing practice in PoE 2. Have you dropped a mirror yet this league? No. No, I haven't. I dropped one Henicore lock. Mirror's a lot harder to drop this league than last league. Y'all know. Oh, we got a re-roll medallion for the room card. That's good in this scenario. Your first mirror ever yesterday from Breach? Nice, congrats. Hadn't heard about Breach in a while. I know it's at least decent. Oh, no hit, honey. Are you gonna try gemling this league? This league, keyword this league. Yes, not in this economy iteration. I'm gonna wait for the reset. So like, after my PoE 1 round, I'll be race practicing Gemling Legionnaire, likely. I'll make a really nice Gemling Legionnaire build variant. I mean, it won't be fundamentally all that much different than Spirit Walker. It'll be a lot worse, like at League start, but it'll scale harder, you know, in various ways that it does. Deeper into the end game. Treasure Vault. Bro. Can you give me one garrison? Really? Really? I swear to God, you better give me a garrison. Oh, thank God. Incidentally, I didn't need the commander. I could have used armory here, but either way, I'm glad I can actually. Or hell, I could have even used this if I had to, which is fine. Actually, that's kind of an interesting idea to throw these in. I can only do this right now because this starts from a barrack specifically. Is there any reason not to do this? No, there's no reason not to do that. No. Alrighty. Alrighty then. Alright, we relooped. And we'll see what happens. One more time. What kind of nodes do you expect the Templar to have on release? Any predictions?
Can't trust anything in this place.
Nope. I got no predictions because I don't even know what you're talking about. Never played Templar, not the least bit familiar with PoE 1's top left side of the tree. Personally don't really care about that side of the tree. And I don't know why that it's getting nodes. What, like, did GGG say they're reworking the Templar tree or something? I don't know. I'm not really even... like, I haven't even looked at the trailers. I think I saw that one, like, 8-second teaser for the new PoE 1 League. That's literally the only content I've digested. I don't really care. It'll be whatever it is. I'm just gonna play Elemental his Spectrum Warden. And then that's probably it. Just play that for like a couple weeks and then come back to this. Commander, that's good. That's actually really good. Dude, I never see this Transcendent Barracks. I like never have these. Dormitories, nice. Okay, cool. Building up the other side of this a little bit. It's fun. That rare popped off.
Eche, do not
How much
spend.
div for helps the chemist now? I don't do that. No amount of divines.
Clean kill.
Eche, do not spend.
If you can afford to spend 80 divines to get help with Trials to Chemist, then you can afford enough gear to brute force Trials to Chemist.
Eche, do not spend.
Period.
I'll take that.
What do you need help for? Oh my god, I got the 1 meter twister. Wow. 1 meter. Look at it. Bask in the glory. What is up with these mobs dropping 2 high tier currencies every time? In pairs.
I feel no pain.
Any idea why I'm not seeing any medallions 20 plus runs? No, I mean 20 plus runs, 0 medallions. I've never heard of anything like that. Sounds like impossibly bad RNG.
Bring it on.
You reek of stupidity.
This man has impossibly bad RNG. Oh,
Fire this place. It's all
Ready,
you
go.
Opala!
PoE 2 ascendancies? Well, has there been an announcement that a Templar is coming in PoE 2? I don't know.
The wind howls.
Do you think PoE 1 is boring after so many years? Like they don't even change the game that much nowadays? Yeah, kinda, though. Although I will say Mirage League, you can definitely tell some serious work went into Mirage League. I gotta give them props for that. That was a job well done. But leagues that good are so few and far between now. So it's not like you're seeing any kind of betrayal or delve-sized leagues coming in to PoE 1 anymore. So yeah, it's like the new normal.
Fire this place. Naka ayok ta elukina.
Do we have any expedition experts in the channel? Do you plan to farm some Alder's legacies this league?
A worthy foe.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. Because I was just wondering if you know, maybe you guys could help me figure out how to even do that. How to set it up in the first place. I mean, I almost don't know the first thing about like farming logbooks and stuff. I've never done it. Is a cheat sheet really required? I mean, is it actually that complicated? Hated Expedition and PoE didn't change it. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. Alright, I swear to God, you better not destabilize on the right hand side. It did again. Oh my God. It's unrelenting, dude. Unrelenting. It will not stop. Why is it doing it over here every time? Hey, look at this. I'm one room away from the rooms I need, and when this starts deleting, I won't have any of those either. So, awesome. Freaking awesome. This has been one giant get cooked session. It's gotta stop doing that. Like, you can't keep doing that. Like 5 times in a row, it's gonna stabilize in the wrong half of the chain. 5 times in a row. You fucking kidding me? Still beyond tilting. If it'll just destabilize up in here somewhere, I'll let it die, and then I'll build it authentically from there. Like, it's just gotta stop doing that over and over again. Or, you know, if I, like, get lucky one time, get the sacrificial chamber at the same time. Would be nice. Gonna know which runes, rumors, etc. are good before starting. Well, which ones are good? Actually, never mind. Don't even answer that. Like, I won't know what that answer means in the context of farming. Like, do you not have to be concerned with tablets or waystone mods or anything? Like, is that not important? Just 8 mod. 8 mod with what? Monster rarity? 3 irradiated tablets, but they don't have to be expensive. Oh, an armory, nice. Wait, I thought you needed like +2 modifiers on each tablet or something. Isn't that like the thing to do? Rumors that don't add unique maps so you can have more grand expedition, and you need pretty juiced 2 random tablets for max rate. Yeah, I mean, I don't even want to F with it unless I go like full tilt on it. I just want, I want to experience the full thing right away. Obviously, I don't want to input a bunch of investment and screw it up too, so that's what I have you guys here for. I probably don't have enough currency right now to run it. How much currency do you need to like jumpstart the strat at like the highest investment level? Like if I don't even have the tablets or anything.
The wind howls.
I feel no pain.
At least 500. Okay, well I don't have that right now. What do you think about 0.5 so far? Is there stuff you'd like to add or you remove? I mean, I don't like how they changed Temple. I offered my 2 cents and 10 different possible decent solutions to improving the Temple, all of which featured embedded in them massive nerfs, which were necessary, but I don't like what they've done to change the Temple. I think it's pretty lousy.
You have made a great mistake.
As far as the Atlas, yeah, I'm kind of lukewarm on the whole city biome thing and the whole biomes thing in general. Conceptually, it sounds kind of like a cool idea, but you know, these things tend to play out not quite so awesome
No consequence.
as they do in concept. I don't even know if that was the right thing to do to that. It's more like I like the concept of what they're doing, but I do not like the implementation of it. I didn't like the implementation of the new Atlas either. I kind of like the idea of specialized quest hubs that help new players kind of figure out, you know, where to go to finish their layer. But I don't like this tree. The main tree is too big and convoluted. I don't like how there's nothing to respec. I don't like how there's certain things that you literally wouldn't want to take and you can never respec if you get them. Like, for example, if you want to do a Ciri farming, you don't want to take Xantippe Medallion node. It's just an example. It doesn't seem like there's hardly any choices. I mean, I get what they're doing with the Keystone thing, but like in PoE 1, the Atlas is more confined. Everything is in there in one place. There's actual real choices and strategies to be made. There's some actual like give and take and sacrifices you got to make depending on the pathing, and like there's opportunities to combine some strats, but like you can't just go in all in everything. And I kind of like that. I like when the player has to make some tough choices with how they want to do their farms, and it leaves room for some really interesting strategies that way. This is just super dumbed down. I get they want to make this game simpler and easier, but this is like really dumbed down. It's like each Atlas having its own tree. You just fill it out once. There's no choice to be made. Wow, the temple has one single thing where you actually have to choose what you're doing, and it's like this doesn't even mean anything outside of its Ciri farming. It's just so bland. I don't like the separation of all the league mechanics out of the main Atlas, and I don't like how freakishly big this Atlas is, yet meaningless it is at the same time. None of these points really do anything for like strategizing, or very little. So actually I would say I'm definitely not a fan of the new Atlas tree. I absolutely prefer PoE 1's Atlas tree over PoE 2's Atlas tree in almost every way, for the reasons that I mentioned. I get that on its face PoE 1's Atlas tree is a little bit more confusing than PoE 2 because, you know, wow, it's so nice and easy to understand. All my expedition stuff's right here. All my abyss stuff's right here. All my breach stuff. I get that's easier, but to me that's a dumbing down of the game in the wrong way that I just personally don't want to see. To me, the thing that makes Path of Exile so great is how compelling the choices are. So much player agency, and that comes at a cost. You know, the more compelling the choices are, the more player agency is involved, the more confusing it is to somebody who doesn't know what the F's going on. I mean, that's just the price you pay to have, you know, a great game. Like, sorry, like, you can't give, I mean, you can give an inch in that regard, I guess, but you can't give much away and make the game keep it, you know, what makes it so special. This is what makes the game special. This right here. Everybody knows that. This is awesome. Granted, like, even now it's still not, like, fleshed out in the best way possible, but, like, this passive tree is way more compelling than this. And it has nothing to do with the size difference. It has nothing to do with that. It's just the fact that everything is thrown into the mix. So you can path anywhere, any which way. An Oracle can path down to Dance with Death, you know, and with the Twister build. That sort of thing is crazy and awesome.
of stupidity!
It's all easy. Opala!
I don't know. I have faith they'll more or less course correct on this stuff. The game is destined to become more and more complicated over time, but it may also become more convoluted and like redundant. It's either going to become more complicated in an awesome, compelling way, or more complicated in a redundant, stupid way. And we don't know which way that's going to happen yet. But we'll have to see. That's a lot of rooms getting deleted, bro. Why we gotta lose that many rooms? Not like this. Don't have a second garrison, really? God. Man. I got the armory. Now I need a smithy and a garrison.
Can't trust anything in this place. The eye of the storm.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, they put off the whole 0.4 massive endgame overhaul. They put that off, so they had a whole bunch of extra time to work on it, and this is what they came up with. I can clearly see a lot of work went into it. That much is obvious. But, I don't know, there's a lot I don't like about it. They no doubt did a good job with Expedition. Like, it's not really my cup of tea so much, but obviously they did a good job with it. Oh, another thing I really don't like is the breach tree. The breach, I hate that mechanic in PoE 1 too, so. So that's like really turned me off from wanting to do breach. Because you know that like a lot of the value of what you're doing is going to force you to interact with that thing. I don't even like breach in PoE 1, but it was categorically like more juice than anything else, so that's why I run it in PoE 1. But I like, there's not a single mechanic in PoE 1 that I feel like is really, really fun and thrilling to do. Ironically, I think the most enjoyable strategy for me in PoE 1 is the tier 17 boss rushing. Which is but I don't know, like, that's kind of sad because it's not really my, like, I want juicing to be my favorite thing. The Alva strat was amazing. That was the last time PoE 1 was really fun. The Alva strat. Yeah. Then full throttle Affliction League was obviously fun. Too much juice, too much loot, obviously, but it was fun. What is it?
The wind howls.
I don't like flight. Too laggy. Way too laggy. I like Breach when we have Flicker Strike thing. Yeah. Yeah, people still talk about that.
I feel no pain.
I noticed. Oh, I missed this guy. Oh, the cool thing with what I have going on here is if I get a single Golem Works, it's automatically 2-3. Just spam 2-3 Golem Works for days. Maybe get enough reroll. Maybe if we get enough reroll room card medallions, I'll actually get the rooms I need.
You have made a grave.
Almost a challenge.
Solar rage.
Wait.
I think Ritual is a well-designed mechanic. It's just also not like there are some mechanics that I think are clearly well-designed, but I just don't like them very much. Expedition is one, Ritual is another one like that. I don't know, for the most part I appreciate how mechanics are designed, and I can jive with the fact that there's going to be a lot of game mechanics in a game like this, and I'm not necessarily going to like all of them. That's fine. Good even. Healthy even. Because if I don't like something, then somebody else does, and they get more currency for doing that thing if it's less popular, and you know, the popularity shifts in part because of how lucrative a mechanic is. You know, all of those dynamics playing is what makes, you know, the game compelling. Which is a big part of why I don't like SSF, because then you're forced to do mechanics you otherwise don't like to play much and can't rely on people to doing mechanics that maybe they make a bunch of currency on, but you don't like that actual mechanic, so you would prefer to even make less doing something you enjoy, as opposed to being forced to do something because you have to target farm it.
That was almost a challenge.
A lot of lucrative mechanics this league. That's my favorite thing. That is a high point of the current league. The economy seems surprisingly well balanced for this experimental new endgame. Yeah, definitely.
Wind's fury.
My Spy Master can't be placed anymore. I restarted the temple. I went past the sacrificial chamber, and then I didn't let me place Spy. You can't place a Spy Master past commanders, that's why. So you have to initially put it down before the commander chain. That's why you build 2 snakes at once with the strat that I have. Like, my Spy Master is in an illegal place here. Once I make that connection. Right now it's fine because there's no commanders before it. But once I make the connection here, it'll be behind these commanders. And that's not possible to place it. But since it's already placed, it'll hold. You know, it holds. You know, until it further notice, if it ever gets deleted, it can't be replaced. Until you loop your temple purposely and bypass that chain. Which is what you'll have to do if you want to get that corrected.
You defile this place.
I mean, it's probably fine. You can just loop your temple on purpose.
This medallion's rather beautiful.
You could, like, wait for a controlled loop with you know, the sacrificial chamber, and then re-loop it, get it back in play after you put it down. Wow, that's insane. I lost so much there. Jesus. You telling me out of this entire massive Sim City here, I only lost 3 rooms? Lord. What is going on? What is up with the rooms that I'm getting here? Yeah. Brutalized right now. I didn't know I can't put an armory here. Weird. Oh, this is the worst of it. I've never seen it happen this bad. I've never had it expand out this far before. And it's just so bad because I can't like start it off this way. I have to once again reconnect it and pray it deletes on the other side. So I just have to keep chasing a snake chain 2 separate ways. That's what's annoying about this. I got to chase it 2 ways at once. I mean, eventually this will completely disappear and I would just chase it once all the way there, but that... It's still so annoying. It's gonna be like... I don't know. I'm like 40 or 50 temples deep after looping on purpose, and I'm made 0 progress on fixing that. Usually you can fix it like immediately too. Like you loop it, and it pulls apart like on a place that's like by like 1 or 2 rooms. You immediately replace them, get enough rooms to like sustain after that. It's like no problem. Are you going full evasion on your chest or stick with hybrid? I think full evasion, unless, you know, I do like expedition. There's something wrong with it and I need the energy shield, but I don't think that's the case.
You have made a grave mistake.
I mean, just 2 rooms ago, I was 1 room away from connecting. Yeah, I have hit 100, yeah.
This is no place for visitors.
That was almost a challenge.
Not Spain.
Wait, what? Garrisons and commanders still. Yeah, level 100's a lot easier or a lot harder to hit this league than it was last league. The temple's not giving that much currency. I don't know what actually the best leveling strat is. I would guess it'd be a super juiced up Synth Flesh Lab temple, but I mean, I don't really know. I think most people don't really do that kind of thing.
No pain.
21%. Wait, what? Hold on. I figure chancing that might be worth it. Get me out of here. Oh. Gotta go this way.
Clean kill.
Ka ayok, ta endukina.
You're mine.
Ka ayok, ta endukina.
Oh my god. 3 armories.
The vow have many unseen.
I needed an armory so bad, like 5 temples ago. Currency per hour? I haven't tested it. I don't know.
Naka ayok, ta endukina.
The eye of the storm.
The answer is not terrible, though.
You defile this place.
We updated a guide recently, adding in Varanus Siege and a 0.7 meter twister breakpoint
A great mistake.
with 1 meter breakpoint plus 3 breakpoints from Headhunter. Turns out when you get 0.7, the 100% more area of effect multiplier from the stolen Headhunter buff gives
Naka ayok.
3 breakpoints, 3 additional breakpoints, not just 2. So some added incentive to go up to that threshold. Right. Oh, good rooms. Kind of. I guess. Well, I wouldn't put an armory there anyway. Why did I use it? I don't know if I'm gonna use that anytime soon. So Headhunter to be used over Mage Blood? I mean, I think so. I think it's pretty obviously better. Could you explain the utility of percent spirit reservation effectiveness on second spear? What for exactly? Well, the fact that we have bonus 100 spirit coming from the scepter on weapons at 2 and nothing on weapons at 1 means the weapons at 1 setup is short 100 spirit. You get some of that back though with the spirit reservation roll. And while you can, you know, assign some spirit gems to weapons at 2 only, in most cases you kind of want to have it on both, if possible. The only one I have on weapons at 2 only is Berserk. But I do have, like... We can also do certain things like Snapshot on Berserk. Snapshot Dire Strike. You know, Cannibalism, Clarity over on that side too. And then get like free Dire Strike 2 over here on the Scepter. And so we can kind of even things out. You see I got 12 Spirit and 11 respectively. Actually, I thought I had... Well, that's weird. I thought I had... Why do I have some spirit left? Am I missing precision 1? Or precision 2? No. Fuck, I don't even know. Is it possible to make a Twister 1-button build? Yeah, and it would be terribly bad. But it's possible. Let me know how it goes. Do you know Parada's Abyssal Lich Twister build? I know of it. I have a decent fundamental understanding about how it works, but I don't know the ins and outs of it massively. I can't answer your question the way you asked, though. You're effectively asking me to critique it at like a deeply detailed manner. I've not looked into it that deeply. If you find the time, you have to try Gemling Legionnaire. I have found the time, and the time is going to be during at the economy reset. So that is the time. How much was your spear? I crafted both of my spears. This spear? This is like, I don't know, 1,500 divines to craft one like this ish. Depends on how lucky you get with the prefixes, but I did not get very lucky. I think the Abyssal Lich Twister build gets good prog speed and attack speed if you assign the minions to different weapon sets, is my understanding, but I don't know if that... I mean, I guess... I suppose you would have a whole bunch of extra skill slots because there's a lot of spirit gems you're not going to be using. I was never supremely interested in Abyssal Lich because I like doing things with my spirit. I like having spirit and being able to like take advantage of spirit gems. Like I'm like a huge believer in charge regulation and building around that, for example. Combat Frenzy is comfy. I still like that. I like having Trinity. with its breakpoint levels and quality.
You reek of stupidity.
I usually like having cast on crit gem as well, but that's kind of fallen by the wayside a little bit, especially after the massive nerfs to mana recovery, effective through the changes there. I really like Thaumaturgic Generator and Berserk unlocking that. It's a big deal now. Also, because of the nerfs to recovery, the Wind Dancer Ghost Dance combo is really big. It's super big for the way I built this build, and like Lich isn't going to want to try and fit all that in. If you try to fit like all these Spirit Gems in with the Lich, you're not going to take any advantage of the Lich's specialty. So like the Lich gives up a lot of power one way or another. Which is fine. I mean, that's fair. You know, there's a give and take to that. But what is pretty obvious right now is the Gemling Legionnaire is like imbalanced. Like overpowered. Like you're not really giving, especially with something like Thaumaturgic Generator. The notion that you're gonna have Thaumaturgic Generator give you all the frenzy charges, power charges, and endurance charges you could ever need, and then you're not gonna have any, and they're just gonna last forever is kind of ridiculous. Like you don't even need like combat frenzy on that build, because you would just get it through Thaumaturgic Generator. Exclusively. Yeah, it definitely seems broken. It's also going to be the fastest Whirling Slash Twister build on top of that. This is crazy. It's going to have the highest Trinity breakpoint. It gets like extra levels. I think it can actually get the level 27 Trinity breakpoint, which is dope as hell. It's not going to have as much proc speed as the Spirit Walker or Abyssal Lich, but they're going to have a lot. Like a lot more than like Deadeye will. How do you scale attack speed so high? I made a YouTube video talking about every single attack speed scaler, but it's mostly comes from just all the passive tree points and things like Sinister Jewels. You know, Sinister Jewel. Each Sinister Jewel is 14% increased attack speed. So it's Voices, Cadigan's Epiphany on the glove, Xerox Gift on the amulet. I got 4 Sinister Jewels. It adds up. Alclad, oh boy. How much divine am I getting every temple run? When it was complete, I was getting around 7 or 8. Maybe 9. It's not complete right now. It's probably like 4 or 5, maybe 6. Hmm? Nothing can boost proc speed as much as Abyssal Lich? Yeah, sure, technically, but like proc speed is not the be-all, end-all of Twister power.
Won't keep still, this place.
Oh, that was it. Alright, let's see the damage. No damage. And the world's worst room selection. There is an armory here though. But I can't use it. My lord. Yeah. Not even anything good to level up. What the heck, dude? This, I guess. Oh boy. Wow, that's crazy. Leveling up this, leveled that up.
Nothing's where it ought to be.
You have
Storm's
made
coming.
a grave mistake.
A rat bounty.
Egdl,
Need a moment to prepare.
Hey there, man. Welcome back. I remember your Carcosa. Very long name.
You reek of stupidity.
Those of you who are farming Expedition at the highest level, do you feel like it's highly lucrative, or is it kind of wishy-washy because the investment cost is so high? Or is it one of those things where like it's kind of like chasing city biomes and kind of annoying because of that? That is the one nice thing about temple farming. No biomes to chase. Hey, Garrison.
The vow have many onslaughts.
Any single target skills you would consider for open field elite? Anything that would synergize? Oh, with this build? Yes. I would probably use a single target skill called Twister. That's a pretty good single target skill. Yep. True story.
You defile this place. Did yet
Yeah, for real though. Just use
You have
Twister for
made
everything.
a grave mistake.
Like the downside of Twister being a skill with multiple buttons is it's an all-purpose skill for which you don't need to have other buttons to perform different functions of damage type. You don't also need to have a single target and AoE rotation or whatever. Planning on farming Alder's Saga? Hey, Zushi. Yeah, I could be doing it right now, but I don't have the currency to jumpstart that strat, I don't think, so I'm not doing it. And we're definitely going to do it on stream before PoE 1.
She's not yet finished.
Can't find any boons. Also way chiller than searching for cities. Okay. Wait, what are boons? I was trying to find boons. What is this boon business?
No place. Place. Visitors.
Oh, that. Oh. Yeah, that's right. I need to find those myself. I forgot that's an extra motivation. You get one extra passive point. Boon, right? Holy. Smithy? Uh-oh. Hey now. Don't threaten me with a good time. Master? It's Hilda. Corruption Chamber. Wait, one passive and weapon set? So weapon set is a passive on top of that. Wait, what? What? Bro, what? Sounds good. Too good to be true. Too good to be true. Have you a video guide teaching how to build a temple? That's not exactly the bill or the video I was trying to make. I tried to make a video yesterday. It was like a full guide on the temple, but I didn't like how the video turned out, so I didn't finish editing it. I think I want to approach it a little differently, focusing just on the snaking strat. While at least like tacitly mentioning the other strats. Good remorse.
I have a buyer.
What is it?
+4 cold skills. Let's go. Nope. Apparently 2 sockets is still with 4 divines for this one.
Someone is bound to buy that.
Yeah, I should probably verify that's with 3 level of cold skills. Yeah. You know, it's interesting. The more time goes by, the less I mind farming crystals. I used to hate farming these, but now it's like commuting to work. You just kind of zone out and just get in the flow state and do it. And then it's like, I'll catch myself be like, oh, maybe I should check how many crystals I have. And then suddenly I'll have like 48 crystals. I'll be like, oh, I only need to do like 3 more maps, and then I'll cap it out. Nice.
That was almost a challenge. Let's gorilla the odds.
Get that little Alkengo kick, so to speak. Definitely a little worse with trying to do area level 81 temples and going Doriani, because then you don't get to switch out the map layout for something better, potentially, through Jado, but... And then you also level up crystals slower without Jado, but... It's still alright. Uh-oh. Thought I was missing a temple. Like Bloomingfield's an alright map, but the boss is terrible, so now we switch it and we get Center Rift, whatever this is. I don't actually know. I think it's better. Oh god, it's gotta build it this way. Can't do it. Just can't do it. So close. Next round's gonna be like. I think next temple. Yup. I'm telling you. How have I not done all the temples? Was this not a linear map? Bro. Oh. No, it is not a linear map. Oh shit. For some reason I thought it was. Huh. You know, I've been dropping kind of a lot of fracturing orbs lately. I do like juiced up Alken goes on the cleanse maps, man. Definitely seems worth the price, especially on those maps.
Slithering idiot!
I quite enjoy that 2-in-1 farm.
A clean kill!
Well, this is awkward. I randomly have like impeccable internet connection on this map and like graphics rate. I bet my stream is actually 1440p right now for you guys. You guys ever have that where just like randomly one map is like, it's like the opposite of lagging? It's like head and shoulders better latency and everything than, you know, frame rendering and all that. FPS is like twice as high as normal for some random reason. I don't know what's going on. I did actually update my game driver today, but I don't think that's what's going on here. It is funny to see that though. Oh, hey Barrett Gaming, what's up, man? I'm excited for Thursday's presentation. I'm gonna be honest with you, no, not really. But I am planning to play the new PoE1 League. I'm probably just gonna phone it in this time. There with like I already know an outstanding league starter that will work, and I don't anticipate it's gonna get nerfed because it's never popular in the game. So I'm just gonna run like Tinctured Elemental His Spectrum Warden league starter. I already ran a harder to execute and set up version of that build last time with Ice Shot. And then having done the legwork of like Deadeye versus Warden, multiple tests runs against, you know, the settings of Legion farming League Start versus Tier 17 map boss rushing League Start, and seeing how all of those performed. Like I know exactly how good that build is at League Start. So it's a crazy underrated build. Basically the strongest, most fluid version of League Starter bow build you can have. It's all the power of freeze. It does so much damage that even with a triple damage archetype build, it still does more than enough cold damage just to freeze everything, even without those special gloves. I forget what they're called. That's the part that blew my mind. It was still froze bosses when only a third of its damage is cold. Why? It's not effing strong. That character is. So I could get away with going like rare gloves with rage. Even still. Basically, I played it like a mirror tier bow build. League Start. Because it just gets carried so hard by Warden's tincture power. And tinctures are like really cheap at League Start. Not like best in slot ones, but like ones that are in the top like 10 to 20 percentile. They're like dirt cheap, so it's pretty crazy. The developer said there would be an economy reset in August. I wonder if the Twister build will be nerfed. Possibly. I think it is possible.
I have a buyer. Yes?
I'm much more anticipating a Twister nerf than I am an Elemental His Spectrum Warden nerf in PoE1, that's for sure. What even was the play rate of Warden last league in the end? It was like one of the least played classes of all. Do I think Twisters are gonna get nerfed? I think there's a decent chance it's gonna get nerfed by 1.0. I think they're gonna nerf it in 1.0, not beforehand, not in any real massive way. But yeah, now that it's finally gotten its due in terms of popularity, yeah, I think it's gonna get nerfed. I bet you the nerf won't be nearly as bad as people will doom and gloom about when it actually occurs. They don't want to press the buttons with scaling is insane. Yeah, I'm talking about the tincture lingering set. So last time I did ice shot of penetration tincture warden with the life drain manual turn-off setup. Now, like if you actually, like, okay, so it was fizz to cold conversion ice shot league starter. First of all, that's harder to gear for. Scales better with like inspired learning buffs and headhunter buffs especially, but in terms of initial gearing, harder to gear for with the conversion side. Then you have the fact that it's only one projectile and you have to aim. Then you have the fact that you have to actually manually turn off the tinctures because they drain your life. Then you have the fact that it's actually draining your life. Period. So it's like 4 points against it, in a way. All that said, it was a crazy strong league starter. I liked it, but I could see why people didn't gravitate towards it. Because it was just too much of a headache to pull all that off. Like, you kind of had to play your ass off a little bit, especially in like harder settings, which I enjoy, but not everybody enjoys that. So Elemental has a Spectrum Warden, lingering tinctures, no life drain, no cold conversion, means the tinctures are on at all times instead of like on most of the time and off a little bit of the time. You actually scale projectiles count, which means you're going to have real clear, non-aim needed clear. You don't even have to aim properly to get the clear. You don't have to do the conversion, so it's easier to gear for. It's way more gear friendly in general because Elemental has a Spectrum already bakes in a ton of damage. So you don't even need a good bow, let alone conversion on gloves, etc. And it is a little bit less damage at the top end. League start, but, you know, way more comfy. So, I think I'm gonna, like I said, kind of phone it in with the outrageously strong league starter that it is. It's still glass cannon, of course, but, I mean, I don't care. The only setting that it struggled with at league start, you know, assuming that you're not trying to do some fucking crazy content at league start, like, you know, Uber boss rushing or, you know, breach giga juicing or something wild like that. As long as you're sticking to the basics of, like, you know, tier 17 boss rushing, maybe pinnacle bossing, but probably not that. Legion blasting, dude. Even like Mirage content, Beyond and stuff, okay. The only mechanic that was even dangerous with that build, really, was Delirium. Because you can die from, like, Delirium ground after death effects and stuff. But it's, like, the only reason. Beyond was a joke. Beyond was super easy. In fact, Beyond is an amazing mechanic with that build. You just insta-freeze them as they spawn. I really, really, really like day 1, day 2 Beyond Legion juicing on that build. Oh my god, it's so strong for that. Without Delirium. Day 1, Beyond is a better pairing than Delirium anyway, currency-wise. Because the Tainted Fusings are crazy lucrative. Day 1 or day 2. And then, you know, day 1 or day 2, tier 17 boss rushing. Again, I know it's not called 217s anymore, but I'm saying that because I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, wildly powerful. Fleep Young. Hey, look, I'm reading your YouTube chat message. You've got 4,000 divines. Can you afford this build? You cannot afford the exact gear that I have, but you can definitely afford this build, yeah. Go for the mid-in-game variant with some components of late-in-game, like Headhunter and a few other things. So you would be like halfway invested into the latest tier version. Like if I were you, I'd probably still use like a perfectly rolled ordained instead of a rare spear, and you can work towards rare spear later. Then you can roll everything else pretty much the same way that I have. My gear is like super min-max now. The only thing I don't have is mirror tier spear at this point. Like I have like 1-for-1 all tier 1 mods in every single piece of gear that I want, with like 30 quality where I want on almost everything. I could like spend another few hundred divining gear to make it like 0.1% better or something, but that's about it. Oh wow, okay. 1% better? The only thing I didn't do that the guide calls for is a tier 1 all res roll on the suffix of this amulet. And that would, overcap me. And then with this, Idol of the Sycophant would still get me really close to cap. Overcap fire res, but close on cold and lightning. But like, these boots, 1-for-1, exactly. Best in slot. These gloves, 1-for-1, best in slot. Flat percent, flat lightning only. Ring, best in slot, 1-for-1, except the desecration mods tier 2 instead of tier 1. Like, whatever. 63 lightning res means I only need hybrid cold and fire to match those up. So hybrid cold, pure res and deflection on the body armor. Hybrid fire, pure res, rarity on the helmet. Obviously I could like corrupt again a third one. I don't really care about doing that now. Actually, what I want to do is I want to get 20 quality on this. So, I might have to like... But because of what I'm doing with my res, I really need to be air level or eye level 82. That's shitty, dude. I think I'm gonna Val infuse this because I don't even care about 2-3. Yeah, I'm going to. Fuck it. We'll see how high I can go. Doesn't matter. $28. Okay. Not bad. Cool. That would have been badass if I made it 30, but 28 ain't bad for one go at it. The reason I don't care about it that much anymore is because it would no longer save me 2 passive points on the area of effect. This setup here with Varanas. You know what I'd probably do is put skill effect duration and cooldown in there now, actually. If I had a 3rd socket, that's what I'd probably do. But with Varana's Siege, this is exactly 1 percentage point over the breakpoint for 1 meter twister with Headhunter. So if you remove both of these, you lose 12 area of effect, and you put Bear Idol in here, you would gain 10, and you would actually still be under the breakpoint. So yeah, I think ultimately the ultimate helmet would probably be 3 socket, maybe with an Iron Rune actually, but probably with the Soul Core for 12% skill effect duration and cooldown, because skill effect duration and cooldown are still pretty strong mods. But I mean, I don't think I would go for that before getting a mirror tier spear anyway. So yeah, this looks like a pretty strong settle. Headhunter perfectly rolled basically with really strong corruption. perfectly rolled taming, really strong corruption. I may try to get rarity as a prefix in here, but honestly, considering how much I take advantage of 40% defense mod, probably not. The helmet or the amulet prefix is the only piece of gear that is missing a potential rarity roll. The only piece, not counting corruptions. I do want to redo the body armor with all tier 1. It kind of irks me to have only tier 2 evasion roll in there, because I can have like 2900 evasion, or maybe a little more, if it's like super wall divine triple T1 prefix. I think that would be kind of meaningful, but but yeah, I mean, this is getting pretty ridiculously min-maxed. Black screen. Just double checked my stream, it looks fine. Oh yeah, getting a 3 passive voice instead of 2. You can cap your resistance with corrupting jewels, by the way, especially from Nothing Diamond. Wait, from Nothing Diamond can be corrupted? It's already corrupted. How is this getting corrupted? Oh, are you able to use an Architect Orb on this? I didn't even know that. Yeah, it's not a terrible idea. I was gonna go for, just Chaos Res, because, you know, I'm not Chaos Res capped. I was just gonna get Chaos Res corruptions on jewels. As far as... yeah, I don't know what I want to do with these jewels. I don't know. Corrupt these, or... how much attack speed can you get by sanctifying it? I could keep profit crafting these and start corrupting them, I guess. And yeah, get some res that way. Maybe. I corrupted several time lost jewels. I never got anything on that. That's pretty sucky. What are the odds of success in the Architect Orb? Is it really like now 50%? Because it used to be like 10 or 20%.
Hold on.
Good timing. The spirit is near.
How do you make spear? Which one? We have 2 spears. Attack speed spear or twister spear. I do have a video talking about the attack speed spear, but didn't actually show myself crafting it. Twister one? No. I didn't really bother with that because I'm not promoting people running a twister spear unless they have like a mirror tier one. Okay. I guess like there's a At the super high-end budget, but prior to multi-mirror tier budget, somewhere in that very small nebulous place in between, it does make sense to have a spear like this. But the problem with a spear like this is it doesn't, like, these don't sell very well. I mean, I sold my one before this, which was almost this good, and it barely sold for like 500 divine. But that one even also cost like over 1,000 divines to make. So it just feels bad, like, trying to resell it later, and... yeah.
Wind's fury!
Freaking made that map my bitch. What? Hey, Snoo with the eco reset. Do we lose our characters too, or just the currency? I don't know. I assume your characters will either go to standard, or probably what's more likely to happen is that the eco reset will be an event, categorized as an event, which will also go to standard later. And that there will be kind of like a, you know, the core league, and there's core standard, then there's the core league, and then there's the event of the league. The eco reset people are referencing is one that's been teased to happen some point in August, I think mid or end August. It's likely to be accompanied with some sort of event that will have some special content, but not really like a full league type content.
Wind's fury!
Do not fret. The river.
Threat fights with me! I will break you! The element rise against
I gotta search for a nice ordained. The ordained has 3 roll ranges: the lightning damage, the percent fizz damage, and the crit chance. So you populate up your search tab so it's like the top, I don't know, 1 to 5 percentile of each of those. So like, you know, 7.8% crit, 1 to what average 145 lightning damage, flat lightning damage, local. It's gonna like 235% increase phys damage, you know, something like that. We got raid from the PoE guy. What's up, man? Welcome in, everybody. How you guys doing? Let's get to proper shout out. You made me realize my chat alerts aren't on, but I saw it on the chat anyway. Have a great start in 3.29. Yeah, thanks, dude. Is that what you're excited for? Why do you have 64 all res? Because, like, some of the most common headhunter buffs give me the resistances I need, so I'd personally rather just have rarity suffix on the amulet instead of all res. I was going for all res, but I just randomly slammed rarity, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go with it. It's fine. Yeah, that's cool. I'm probably gonna do Elemental His Spectrum Warden comfy build. Comfy and unpopular. But I don't really want to devote a bunch of time like min-maxing a brand new league starter I've never played. Gonna kind of phone it in a bit. Yeah. So let me get that overlay back on. Huh. There we go. Oh. I need some maps.
Speak.
Right. I've been in the temple prison. I love it there though. I really want to get like a fully self-sustaining, snaking, raw loot farming temple. Min-maxed.
The eye of the storm.
I don't know, it's like an unspoken goal. My league's been a lot more about the build, min-maxing it,
A clean kill.
bringing people along for the ride. Recent addition, a lot more AoE. See, I already got like overcapped res with 13 headhunter buffs, overcapped all elemental res. Like, I mean, hell, the second you steal resistant doors, that alone, like, there's multiple different ways to get elemental res from headhunter buffs. It just happens almost automatically. You get like 85. And then you get like single ones that give you max res too. See, now the res aura one is down, but I still have these buffs and that one just went down. But this is just Alk and Go. If I was doing real content, I would have... If I have like 40 or 50 headhunter buffs, there's no way that I'm not gonna be like max res from stolen buffs. It's like way too it's like the most common buffs that you get stolen. Have you tried the red black MTX? Quite easy on the eyes. That is a decent motivation for being easy on the eyes, but no, I don't like how off theme it is with this version of Twister. Seems a little petty, but that's like a chaos Twister MTX. I feel weird, man. Kill these rares. Surely I'm gonna get Divine Orb over here. Wondering if the new Abyss will bring desecration mechanics to what Betrayal has become. What do you mean the new Abyss? What? What new Abyss? We already got new Abyss. What are you talking about? Talking about like 1.0? The new Abyss? Are you talking about event or like the new latest trailer? Oh, you're talking about PoE 1. I think you're talking about PoE 2. Oh, are they reworking Abyss? Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, they're definitely just gonna like put PoE 2's mechanics into PoE 1 with a little bit extra beta testing. You know, just to make sure they want to tweak it in the way they want to tweak it. That's what they do. They beta test. PoE 1 is the PoE 2 beta tester. For all the PoE 1 fans out there, that's what you've been reduced to at this point. My eyes. Owie.
Hold on.
Epic visual clarity. What build are you gonna play next week? The comfy version of Warden Tincture. Elemental His Spectrum Warden Tincture. Without the life drain. Probably. I mean, there's like no way in hell it's gonna get nerfed. In advance. What? Really? Really? We can't run it. Yet. Whew. Oh, this one again. Hey, I kind of like this map.
Up about your savior.
Gonna start Warden instead of Deadeye for Elemental His Spectrum. What, am I getting rage baited already about PoE 1 League starters? Too soon, man. Too soon. I'm not in the mood. Not yet. Do I need to come out with another apples to apples comparison video? Comparing the two ascendants. And then get told it's not a real comparison. But you use inspired learning in your Legion Dunes test run. Yeah, because you would have inspired learning when you're doing Legion Dunes. Duh. If not Headhunter. Duh. Not rage bait. Well, Mr. Not Rage Bait, the answer is yeah. Warden is better. Very well kept secret in the community. Twister being a great build in PoE 2 was a very well kept secret in the community too. For several leagues. That one's now blown wide open. But no less insane is Power of Warden in PoE 1. No less. I technically do start Deadeye. Like, I go Deadeye until the 3rd ascendancy point.
of stupidity!
That were almost a challenge.
How was Temple Divine drops? With this like unfinished one, with it being like about this, the answer is around maybe 5 raw div per temple. I think absolute top end, it tops out around 10 raw div per temple. And not bad. Yeah, in the current meta, not bad. It ain't the 70-ish last league. Not for sure.
Lovely fossil.
Avert your eyes!
My creation.
I came all the way here for a Xantippe medallion,
This medallion
which I actually
rather
needed, so not even mad. Whoops. Whoops. No. No.
Proof of my prowess.
No. Collective Legion. That's what that's called. It was like a combo construct humanoid. Wait, that can't drop any medallions, right? No.
Inib! Raging Inferno!
Smithy. I always get the rooms I don't need anymore. I need a commander now. And garrisons, because I know I'm gonna lose at least one. Can you help me? I need to prioritize what to prioritize to improve my build. Well, I can't help you if you're asking about your build.
Raging Inferno!
Help on your build?
Inib!
Or is it my build that you're following? Oh god, 1 meter twisters. Same build. Alright, I'm gonna do to you what I do to everybody else. Please refer to the Discord. Got a whole like build help channel over there. And the community's pretty good about answering questions, I think. I sometimes catch the questions myself.
A clean kill.
Comments in the YouTube videos too, if it's, especially if it's something relating to the YouTube video. Like if you have like an AoE question,
Eye of the storm.
you can ask there on the most recent video.
Reek of stupidity!
Generally, I'm pretty good about questions on YouTube. Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna look at it right now on stream, but I mean, maybe somebody else looks at it here.
Naka Ajok! Taendukina!
Wait, why did I grab that? Ugh.
This medallion.
Yours is on.
I think we'll get a loop on the next temple. I can feel it. A little loop-de-loop.
Perhaps Piatto side.
That was almost a challenge. Whipping up a storm.
Defile this place.
Wrong medallion.
You defile this place.
This medallion's rather unique.
You have made a great mistake.
I'm surprised I hard freeze enemies. There must be a headhunter buff for steel that gives us like a bunch of freeze buildup.
You defile this place.
I can't really make sense of it otherwise. I got 5 raw div on this map. Yay. Yay. Alright. Can we hold that one empty square and get a commander as a choice? No and no. Why you do this to me? Why you do this? Sucky. Well, we can hold these for a good while. I need garrisons and commanders though. Yeah, damn. Oh. If you're looking at an ordained, there's a pretty big difference
Whoa, keep
between
still this place.
a high roll ordained and a low roll ordained. I wouldn't really, so I mean, it could go both ways based on what I'm seeing here in the comments. If the ordained is rolled well on all 3 modifiers, it's really, really good. If it's rolled poorly on all 3 modifiers, it's a pretty bad weapon. Compared to even like Tangle Tongue.
You defile this.
If it's like a mixed bag, you know, crit's good, but maybe physical damage is bad, maybe it's okay. A huge crit roll on Ordained really helps kind of flesh out the builds. Hitting max crit
Wait.
with like Headhunter before you get a bunch of Sinister Jewels, for example, like what I have. one of the cool things that helps smooth over the gearing process. Where am I this one?
More time.
Eche, do not spare! Eche, do not spare!
Mithy? Again? Again? Well, actually, if this disappears, I can start building that.
In Eve! I feel
The wind howls.
Ting, ga-ting, 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 ga-ting.
I feel no pain.
Come on. Garrisons and commanders. Garrisons, commanders.
No pain. Do not spare.
Bring it on.
The garrisons and commanders drop me no garrisons and commanders.
You reek of stupidity!
It's big. Oh,
That was almost a challenge.
Naka Ajok, ta Endukina.
You challenge the best of the best.
Oh, coming at me.
Spy masters still know how to kick it.
This medallion's rather beautiful.
Well, I got an entire armory smithy golem works chain in my medallion setup. Lol.
Naka Ajok, ta Endukina. Hey, please.
What the hell?
Hola.
It's big. Opala.
A worthy foe.
Okay, fine, I'll check it.
The eye of the storm.
You have made a grave mistake.
Spirit Walker Ascendancy better than Gemling for this build? No, I anticipate Gemling is stronger than Spirit Walker. Especially if you hate dodge rolling.
Fire this place.
But even without that, it's probably the case. We're talking min-max versions. Spear Walker is way better than Gemling at League Start. Hilariously better. Yeah, once you get like, I mean, the build would be a little different. I'd probably use a unique jewel to get straight into the monk path tree, and so you would like, you know, I don't know, you'd allocate one extra jewel somewhere, maybe here or something, and start pathing right here. And then you wouldn't, I think what you do is you don't take any of this, none of this, none of this. You do take these, though, and you path straight across this way and down that way. You have more passive still left over. I don't know 100% sure what you would do, but I mean, I'd definitely have split personality monk tree if I was doing it. Stop it. Stop it. Wait. Hold the phone. Armory, smithy, golem work, smithy, armory, alch lab. Corruption chamber. You're missing thaumaturge and sacrificial chamber only. But I can't even do that. Doesn't matter. Still stuck. Regret that if I do that. The hoarding medallions. Sure, I'm gonna regret that.
Nothing's where it ought to be. Whipping up a storm!
In before like this tears apart like 4 rooms next round.
You have made a grave mistake.
A worthy fall!
Insta ibik opala. Golden.
Exceptional buckler. Now I already know nobody cares about that.
Naka ajok ta enukina.
Oh, dead end. Right.
You have made a grave mistake.
I should put the golem works here.
Ita ibik opala.
A wordy foe.
You defile this place.
Challenge the best of the best.
Golem works. Nice temple. Can I ask how you connect in Smithy to the armory? It won't let me do it. Smithy to the armory. Well, you can't do Smithy to armory if you went armory, Smithy, armory.
Wind howls.
Like you have to do armory, Smithy, golem work, Smithy, armory. Yeah, you have to go through the whole thing there. That's kind of the general rule. Like the only exception to that rule is Alclab. You can go armory, Alclab, armory. That's the only one that can do it that fast back into armory. Every other combo needs you to use at least 3 rooms in between. Then in the case of like a synth flesh lab, it would be even more. Like garrison synth flesh,
You have made a grave mistake.
flesh surgeon, synth flesh, garrison, armory. 5 rooms. How am I doing? I'm doing alright. Had some bad RNG on Temple yesterday.
Ita ibik opala.
I had to reloop it. I mean, it was partially bad RNG. It was mostly bad RNG, but also I fucked up something by not using my reroll medallion and blowing through like spy master rooms, which was stupid. And I had like 2 reroll medallions I didn't even use, so they don't count for the rerolls. So it's kind of a waste. But they don't count for, sorry, Spy Masters don't count for the stabilization number. So it's a waste.
Leche, do not spend. Leche, do not spend. Leche, do not spend.
The hunt is
Leche,
on.
do not spend.
Armory.
The wind howls.
Cut in him.
That were almost a challenge.
Now we just need frickin' commander, man.
Leche, do not spend.
Smith, Golem, Smith Armory. Yeah, that always works. Wait, no, that doesn't always work. Okay, you cannot do armory. smithy, golem work, smithy, armory, smithy. You can't do that. You can't go from you can't do smithy, armory, smithy ever. Like you have to go into something else like garrison commander, garrison armory, then back into smithy. I guess to skip one. Or here like this. See, it's like golem work, smithy, armory, then not smithy here. Something else like Alclab, Thaumaturge setup, then armory, then the smithy stuff, and then something else like garrison, spymaster, garrison, and then back into the smithy stuff. You can do like the whole smithy, golem works, armory chain, every other one. It's so confusing, I know. I only lost one room. And I got nothing. What is this selection, bro? Like, what? It's so bad, man. It's so bad. Holy hell, it was so bad. Even hit here. A smithy? Always smithy. I'm saving this one for a rainy day. I can't get a commander to save my life.
Can't trust anything in this place.
The wind howls.
Usually that card is common.
You reek of stupidity!
A worthy thought.
Naka Ajurk, Ta'enukina.
I'm still incapable of staying up late. It's been like 10 days. I've been back for 10 days. Still don't have. Oh, I'm almost there. I think it's like 2 more days, and I'll probably be back to normal. I got rocked hard by jet lag coming back home.
You have made a grave mistake.
Look at this Shroud Walk. Look at the best Shroud Walks ever, like shortcutting. Might as well be running a Blink build. Also, are you getting Valve charges real quick? I mean, kinda. I'm using Jado for that with the 0 to 40% increased effect tablets with the 8, 9, or 10% chance to gain an additional crystal when interacting with the Val Beacon and all that. There you go. Yep. Alright. I want to see re-roll medallion. Oh my god, Commander, thank god. Now give me the re-roll medallion. Re-roll the whole effing deck. Do it. Oh my god. Oh my god. On cloud 9 now. I've got Commander Medallion followed by the Regal. As I called it out of the ether. What? Alright, now give me a Garrison Medallion. Garrison. No way. That'd be so effed up. The Smithy dropped a Garrison Medallion right there. That'd be unreal. Low weighting. Maybe I can pull one Garrison Medallion out of the whole commander line. Oh! Big drop. Big drop these days. Wrath Pith Globe has gone up a bunch. I sold one for 27 divine not even one day ago. Now it's 36. Yo, people are getting those Wrath Piths. Holy attribute? Yeah. There you go. You need to have 103 strength. Or more weapons at 2. Yeah, 115 in int or higher, and then everything else just put in dex.
You reek of stupidity.
Yup.
No consequence.
Yup.
Need a moment.
That's for level 14 minimum level Berserk. I would level Berserk up higher, but it's so bad. Like level wise. How's Garkins in this build? Hey, you know, I talked about that in my last YouTube video. You should check that out. Mm-hmm. Wait, how is that a golden forge? What? How the hell is this a golden forge? Oh, I leveled it up, right. Mine's only level 14. I never leveled it up. Put quality on it, but not leveling it up. I don't know, it's here. 14. Spy Master. Oh my god. Remember when that was so exciting last league? Spy Master Medallion. Whoa. I mean, until a certain point you didn't want one. Anyway. Does anybody here in the chat miss the Russian tech meta? Anyone here miss that? I mean, it still exists outside of Spy Master. But it just definitely doesn't have the pull that it used to. It wasn't ubiquitous like it was last week. Alright. Garrison Medallion, come on. Come on, don't be stingy. I need something to pair up with that Commander Medallion. I need the Garrison Medallion. Otherwise I'm gonna need Garrison. Rune. Which is not easy to get last chance. No medallion. No medallion. Oh god. What is this bullshit? It gave me a command. Oh my god. So cooked. What the heck? Well, at least I can technically use it. A little bit of a safeguard. Jesus Christ. game, man. This game. What is this game? Oh, nice. That moved over. Small win. You can put it down. Nobody cares about that. Oh. Jado setup? This one? For running crystals. This one, just in the Alice is nice. This one, the big one, for running the crystal chance of an extra crystal in the map. And this one doesn't really matter, but, you know, and just conveniently run like Jade Isles when I get to them and stuff.
Won't keep still, this place.
You have made a grave mistake.
Proof of my prowess.
Swear.
I'll not say no to that. The eye of the storm.
It's a
Yours is not.
Opala.
Well, obviously I need like Boku garrison medallions. I need all the garrison medallions. When do we get our free headhunters? Oh wait, this thing is worth a little bit. 2 divines. Oh. +1 to maximum pouch. That thing corrupts the +2, is that right?
Not Spain.
What? Or no, it's level of spell gems is what the corruption you're going for. Okay. Yeah, I'll corrupt that.
Not Spain. I feel no.
A clean kill.
Come in him.
Anyway, Lucius, if you thought you were getting a free handout, no, the way it works is the other way around. The streamer gets free handouts from the viewers. That's how it goes.
Not Spain.
And then the streamer crafts a miniature item and offers it back for no fee, thus ruining capitalism. Aha!
Come in him. I feel no pain.
Another commander medallion. Well, you know, I'll probably need it, ironically. So, alright.
Not Spain.
Gotta be garrison, though.
Come in him.
You reek of stupidity.
Oh my god, look at this build. Need seizure warning.
Wind's fury.
Sounds like a good stream title. Spoiler seizures ahead. She gets left. Yeah, that'd be pretty funny. I think you guys get a little chuckle out of that. Maybe tomorrow. I think I will stream at least a little bit tomorrow. Although I gotta work, so it would happen earlier in the day. Damn. Perfect jeweler and a divine orb. Whoa.
The Val have many answers.
Free seizures here.
I need a moment to prepare.
Sir? Sir? What? No medallion? No! Perfect rectal orb. That's probably what Cute Dog calls them. Hi, glad I caught you online. I've been having fun with this build. Reminds me of those 5 gum commercials. 5 gum commercials? Is that a thing where you like put the quarter in and turn the dial? The gumball machine? The gumball machine commercial? Sorry, not put the 7 quarters in. Sorry, I gotta get with the times. Oh, it's an Alclab. It'd be interesting if the room card was weighted based on the room you were in. My Alclab dropped an Alclab medallion. Although that would suck because then commanders would just be dropping a ton of commanders. Which might be nice if I needed commanders. I think I'm gonna have to crash after this one, guys. It took me too long to come on tonight. I like the video we made. Oh. Wait. Alright, we'll do one more, because we're gonna get to see. We get to see the fruition of our labor. Surely. Surely I don't get effed over. Surely. Alright guys, gonna go hunky-dory, right? No problems. No problems at all. I looped it. For like the 6th time. Spray, it destabilizes on the left-hand side. I mean, I
Can't trust anything in this place.
no, I have to do this to fix it. I needed to destabilize a random room near the left.
You have made a great mistake.
Because it ripped me on the wrong side.
It's all easy. Up along. It's all easy. Up along.
Oh, somebody's got some big twisters. Outlab. I mean, I definitely want Garrison Medallion now. I already have a Commander Medallion, though. I'm gonna have to fix whatever the loot does to me. Fuck me over. Golem works. I mean, I might need that. I mean, it's possible I might need those, because they might brick here. Yeah, could happen. Could happen.
Wind's fury.
The dream is this square gets destabilized. Only this one. That's the dream. Exceptional voltaic staff. Nobody uses staffs.
That was almost a challenge.
Treasure vault. What? I don't need that. No. No. Wait, I have a smithy one too. Ooh, that's kind of nice. My PC is heating up just by watching. The graphics card is trying to render. Mine holds out alright. Does okay? Oh yeah, the little loop straight into the other side. Oh wait, wrong place. Almost straight into the other area. Woo.
You have made a grave mistake.
Defile this place.
No medallion and arcanist. Confuser. Oof. The worst of both worlds.
Clean kill.
You defile this place.
The wind howls.
Double divine. You can tell by the layered star.
The vow, many unseen.
Alright, room reroll would be huge here. Oh my god. We got the room reroll for the post loop. Oh my god. Oh my god. That means I have 2 chances to fix it if it bricked in the wrong place. And I have a commander medallion already. Ho ho ho. Ho ho ho.
Pizza, eat it. Opala.
Is 500 div enough for this build? It is for the the early end game. I mean, there's so much inflation now. I'm inclined to say like the mid-end game version might not support that.
This were well made.
That's still worth a little bit. How much
I clean
can it reach, if I may ask you? Wait, what do you mean by that? Like, how much investment can you put into this build? 'Cause the answer would be like 10 to 20 mirrors. What you could put in. I mean, that's mostly like 4 passive voices or something, but Why? It did it again. It did it again. Wait, I think I can repair this. Or, oh man, maybe. Ooh. I'm gonna have to get lucky. I have to get a garrison on this round. Boom, I got one. Nice. Came in super clutch. Super effing clutch. Holy. I'm too scared to put that there. It's always selecting this over here. I don't understand. Why is it choosing this rooms over here every time? I mean, it's done these rooms, and it's done these rooms, and it's done these rooms, and it's like it never does over here, or here, or here. I think I'm in the Twilight Zone, man. I am in the Twilight Zone. Oh shit, I can't put that here. Back. Hmm? It's good for that. There. That's sensible. Alright, one more. I gotta see this through. I gotta see this through.
But don't lose my bearings.
Now I'm putting a lot more on medallions.
That's the rill of the odds.
You reek of stupidity! Square!
Please, just give me the whole Walmart bag. Throw them all at me. Take what I can get. I have literally 0 medallions. I can hold 6 new ones. Load me up. Load me up with medallions. Salt. Yeah, 0.7 meter twister unbuffed, and then 1 meter buffed. Armory. That's not that helpful, probably. Well, I say that, it keeps deleting rooms right on top of that armory, so maybe it will be helpful.
Do not spare.
Another armory. Synth Flesh Lab.
That was almost a challenge.
Yeah.
Do not spare. I feel
Smithy. Okay. I think garrison. Commanders and garrison. That's what I actually need.
do not spare.
Laugh. 0.7 makes such a big difference. Oh hey, BK Shower, didn't realize it was you, yeah. Another arm. What in the world? Stop with the armories. The commanders, garrison, man. Yeah, I recently added in Varanus Siege. So by adding Varanus Siege, this suffix on gloves, and one more 6% AoE effect one, I was able to go from 0.6 baseline 0.8 headhunter to 0.7 baseline 1.0 headhunter. Pretty good trade-off. This build made me poor. I had 7 mirrors when I started making it. Yeah. I don't think I've invested 7 mirrors into it. That's crazy, dude. Shucks, I could have gotten the room reroll medallion. I'm gonna have to ask that spy master nicely again.
You reek of stupidity!
The room reroll medallion. Give it to me.
Hold on.
What?
Fire this place.
Alright. Legion Barracks is on deck.
The
Please.
many ones.
Give me that one special medallion. I need it. I need it. No, I got no medallion. No, no. I have to simply pray. I have to pray for the good RNG. For it to destabilize something on the left side for once.
A worthy foe.
Total estimate of div spent on my character, I mean every single gear piece that I'm using is about 1300 divines, so I mean we're way north of 10,000 divines at this point. Probably somewhere around 1500 to 2000. Yeah, probably around 2000 divines. Or sorry, not 2000, I meant 20,000. 20,000 div.
You reek of
I got like jewels and stuff too. They're worth like 500 div each, so. 2 passive voices. Yeah, I might be being too conservative there. I'd be almost 30,000 div, actually. I don't think I could sell my whole build for 30,000, but I think it's, yeah, I think I put legitimately like 20,000 divines into it. It's always a little hard to tell because I don't purchase gear pieces, I craft my own. And then I'm spending more currency than I would normally get out of it because I'm trying to get like the exact perfect 6 mods that I'm going for, which, you know, are not universally good. It just won't stop, man. It literally just won't stop. And there's no fucking garrison. I'm starting to think that it's only going to delete. over here. It's always right here. It's like always right here. That's so random. Like what? Does anybody know why it's only deleting like right? I mean, well, there was one time it deleted down here. There was one time it deleted down here actually. Am I really just getting that unlucky? Oh, maybe I am. I don't get it. I can put that down. Yeah, I don't understand. Alright, we're gonna call it there. Nice. I wonder how many it would take to hit that. You can't allocate that twice. Like, you can't allocate it twice, right? If you could allocate it twice, that'd be crazy. Let's see what, check my work schedule tomorrow. One class is earlier in the day. I don't know if I'm gonna stream tomorrow. I got an inconvenient schedule tomorrow. If I do, it'll be really early. I don't know. You can, but you can only get one jewel slot still. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm halfway contemplating that, but I don't know, man. I'll have to look to see if there's like a super build enabling. What? I could check like. It's funny. I could check. Where's that one? Like this one. 100% increased evasion. Global might be stronger than just these. Than the hybrid roll by itself. Probably. I don't know. Alright, let's find somebody to raid. Get out of here. Do Blaze works. Haven't seen him in a while. Alright, fellow temple enjoyers. It was not a good day. That's fine though. It makes the good days better. We tried. You got to see me slam my head against trying to repair a temple there. I mean, as you can see, you can basically forever sustain though. I mean, it should be obvious that like you don't even necessarily have to like lock multiple snakes. Like you could just like go like 3 or 4 snakes and kind of hold them all. It's possible, for the most part. Nice YouTube video today. Don't move. Hey, thanks. Yeah, people liked it more than I expected. I keep thinking it's like too late into the league to make tech videos about it build, but I guess people are still down with it. We still got some people watching. A lot of people have checked out of the league though by now, for sure. Do you prefer more AoE than flat damage? Yes. given that I'm not giving up a huge amount of flat damage for a small amount of AoE. Everything in balance. Yeah, anyway, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. I will be back. Maybe I'm going to try tomorrow. We'll see if I can. But if not tomorrow, definitely the day after. So, take care. See you next time.